Okie dokie, I think we are live, finally, so g'day guys and girls, and welcome back to the Race Spec Esports YouTube channel. It is Tuesday night, which means we're back with Regional Leagues night. We're back again with the Go Workplace Training PS Pacific Series Tier 3. That's a long name and a half, literally, so you could say that. So, yes, the Pacific side, we've just literally been told just before I come on air. I actually had a few little glitches with my net, so fingers crossed the stream is okay. If it's not, please do let me know in the live chat. But yes, we have a new title sponsor in Go Workplace Training. I think this is the sponsor for the Pacific side of things, if I'm not mistaken. So big thank you to those guys for coming on board. Yeah, that's basically all I know at this stage. So we're here for round number 8 here at the Bahrain Grand Prix, and if you're wondering why it says the BAHGP, we did get told a little bit earlier on that maybe it was probably not ideal to mention Bahrain at all in the title, just in case, you know, the F1, what's it called, Formula 1 management sort of thing don't have an issue with, you know, copyright, that sort of thing, so, and the videos don't get blocked later on. Fingers crossed it doesn't anyway. So we're going along. So yeah, that's just a clarification there for the BAH part of things. So you see here we're a bit of the way into qualifying. I think we're 6 minutes down in qualifying so far. We'll see. I probably would have started a little bit more earlier had my net not have a little bit of an issue. I don't know what the go is with there, but again, if the stream does have a few blips along the way, I sincerely apologise, as we've lost Lunacy. He did warn us about this, as what the hell is going on here. Hang on, let's get this stuff up here. All hell's breaking loose here, I think, here, ladies and gentlemen. So, I don't think this is the correct times. But, yeah, Lunacy did warn us earlier on that that he was having a few, or his internet was a little bit iffy because I think it's currently raining where it is currently at the moment. So, some of these laptops may be a bit askew. Well, definitely the Scooter Matata. I don't think you can sit a 122 around here. I could be wrong. Shock me. But apparently he's leading the way at the moment. But I think it'll be Johnny who's actually the leader at the moment, a 125.4. We'll probably get clarification on this in a minute if these time of Scooter Matata changes or not, or whether we will stick with it. I don't actually know. So let's see what happens. Oh, apparently we are still going. I might actually see very quickly if I can invite Lunacy back. We might not be getting him back, possibly. Like I mentioned, he's having a few internet issues, and it is raining, like he said, where he is, and probably it's raining a lot around the a few states currently, and obviously send our thoughts and prayers up to everybody up north. Especially around sort of the Sydney, Western Sydney area and northern New South Wales as well, that have really copped it in the past. Obviously, we're down where I am. We have copped it a little bit as well. Not as badly as other parts of the state have, but you look at the one positive side, you could say that it's a good thing to have rain, but probably not too much of it. So, yeah, thoughts and prayers with everyone who has suffered a bit through with all this flooding throughout this whole nearly week, I think we're up to anyway. So so at the moment we've about under 10 minutes to go. What says a Scooter Matata is the current pole sitter at the moment, but I think that's wrong with a 122.084. I think it'd be Johnny with a 25.436. Apparently it's told me that TCF Old Boy is a 25.454 and he's got pole, but you can see there on the third place, he's actually got the purple next to his name. So I have no idea what the hell is going on here. So, and apparently Lunacy is now in the Renault. Is he in the Renault? Am I mistaken? He might be in the Renault. My bad. I might be thinking, yeah, actually, I think he is in the Renault. I'm thinking another series that he's in. He's in a different car, so that's my bad there. But yeah, as always, if you are watching, please do let me know down in the live chats. Who do you reckon will get pole position here, and who might take the race victory? I would not expect wet weather to play a part in this then around Bahrain. I mean, I'd be shocked if we get a wet weather race. We could see dust like we saw back at the test day. The pre-season test, I should say. So we got yellows in sector 1 and 2. Not sure what that is for. I think it's just cars getting out of the road. That was WA Huddens. They're just pulling out of the way of. I think this is MJJ here in the Red Bull. So we'll have a look at a lap on board here of Bahrain. I've been caught a little bit off guard here, so I've been fiddling around with doing other stuff. I'm trying to sort of get used to OBS Studios a little bit, but I'm still on the Elgato game capture software for the time being. But hopefully, I will eventually move across to OBS Studios so I can show you guys and girls, hopefully maybe similar to what sort of Plebs has been doing with the RS1 tier, and I think in previous with what Lachlan has done in previous top tiers as well. So a slipstream there for MJJ. Currently hasn't set a lap time around here at the moment, but he will set one here, and it's a 26.177. It puts him in the 6th spot. We went purple in sector 1. But again, that could be a glitch because you know what Cody's games are like these days. So we've got Smeg, the only one that still hasn't set a lap time as of yet. So current order, well, as it stands, actually, let's just clarify, see if it's actually still the Schooner Matata. What's he said? A 22.084. So what does he get? 21.0 in sector 1, 37.8 sector 2, 23.1 in sector 3. Although his third sector was quicker in the second lap, so I don't know what that is, but let's have a look. This is, I think, what we probably should be see around this track, potentially. I don't know, so who knows? Schooner Matata may shock us, but that time may actually stand, so, or we might have to have another restart. We'll wait and see. Who else we got? We got Power 551 T3. I don't think I've seen this. I don't think I've seen him race before. Currently on a lap. He's 12th. He'll jump to 9th now with a 26.697 as he just pulls off to the right-hand side here and picks up a lot of, what do you call it, tyre debris. No, it's not the right word, but I think you get... Probably got a little bit caught off guard. Chubosaurus Rex now in the 4th position there with a 25.760. He's the only Williams driver here tonight. No Yamasaurus Rex. Not entirely sure what the go is there. Who else we got a lap here with WA Huddens? So now Darkness Abyss has set a 608.536. Apparently that's the fastest lap. What? Oh, what is going on? Seriously. Oh, hang on. Stand by, folks. So this is why I want to... let me see. He's probably not online. See, this is why I want to be using OBS Studios, because then you probably won't have to see a lot of this stuff going on currently at the moment. So, it'll hopefully be the plan, that is for sure. But, who else is on a flyer here? I don't know if anybody else is. Yellow's in Sector 2 and 3, but I don't think there's really... Oh, now another one's left the session. Schooner Matata's retired. Hang on, I'll have to stand by on this. Something weird is going on here, possibly. Are we all leaving? We might be starting again. I don't... what is going on? Let me just check. Let me double check. Yeah, I think we are restarting here, guys and girls, so... we might have to actually... Well, if everyone's leaving the session, then yes, I think we should be probably doing the exact same thing if I can actually do the right thing. There we go, so... hopefully that hasn't left me as the host. But we're getting someone else to... to do it. Yes, thank you. I'm pretty sure that's you, plebs, that is on the Race Spec Esports. It's just commented on the live stream, so thank you for double checking. I was actually checking the chat there, actually, so just to make sure things. So, we shall wait. What should we do to keep ourselves entertained for these next couple of minutes while everybody resets, and we'll go again for part 2, which will be nearly part 3. At this rate, with what's going on. So, what do we talk about if anyone wants to comment on this? Formula 1 season kicks off this weekend. Technically, should have kicked off last weekend had it been for the Australian Grand Prix had gone ahead. But obviously that got postponed and moved back to November. So the calendar is very, very weird this season, I've got to say. Don't think we've started at Bahrain for quite a while, so... G'day, Mustard Gas. How you going, mate? Just waiting patiently, like myself, I assume. Just waiting for the new lobby invites. Let's have a look here, shall we? Actually, the Formula 1 game has recently dropped the patch that only dropped yesterday, 1.17. It has got rid of a few bugs. Unfortunately, we won't be getting any more minus 273 degree tyres, I don't think, but the way the it said in the notes. Let me see if I can find that. And if you're only new and haven't obviously caught up with the latest patch notes, I did put this on my Twitter profile actually, or shared it, I should say. Let's have a look here. Go quickly. Did a 27.3 to 7, and I'm quite mad at that lap time. At least you'll be having another chance, I think, of going again in qualifying, that is for sure. Like I said, I don't think you could do a 122 around Bahrain. I might be shocked, but anyway. So the patch notes that came out yesterday, it's now obviously on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. I don't know why they keep saying PS4 when there's a few races out there that are on PS5, me included. So the recent notes, we got addressed an issue where tyre temperature could be at absolute 0 after rejoining a session. I'm going to assume that's sort of similar to what JD has been putting up with it a few times. Addressed an issue starting the game with a steering wheel plugged in. I didn't even know that was a thing, to be honest. So addressed an issue with countback and declaring a winner when finish a world championship on the same points as another driver. I'm going to assume that is something to do with maybe like my team or career mode or something along those lines. So addressed an issue where the incorrect message could be displayed when overtaken in the safety car queue. I think that has been a little bit of a glitch, potentially. I'm not sure if it's the same one or not. Oh, great, we got one of those ones, haven't we? Anybody who's watching in Tier 3, you might have to send me another invite, because look at this. How could I commentate with no gamer tags? This is a common thing they still have not fixed. Seriously, I'm not the only one that has copped this, by the way. That have, like, when I join a lobby, that no gamer tag shows up. So, hang on, I'll go cut out of the lobby. Thank you, Master Gas. You've obviously been watching. Evening, KD. Great to see you back in the live chat. She commentated with KD last night in another league for the first time. Hang on, we'll just go to the invites. We'll try this again. I don't know whether I should show this message that Mustard Gas has recently put up on the chat. Maybe there's certainly one word there that might not be useful there, but, oh, you know, we might as well show it. What the heck? Yes, I am one of those lucky ones that has a PS5. Yeah, like I said, not everybody has got a PS5, like I said, but, like, you know, PS4, PS5, like, they only mention just Xbox. I mean, because, you know, you could have an Xbox One X or an Xbox Series X or S, you know, you name it. But, I digress. Where else were we? Park Ferme rules are now currently correctly retained in leagues after using split weekends. Not that we use that feature anyway, because, well, what's the point? Lap counter will now show the correct lap in Spectator after a formation lap. I did not even know that was a thing, but apparently I've put this in the forums many a times. Where, you know, where the lap 2 glitch is still happening. I thought we found a fix, but obviously that has not happened. So, yeah. We'll wait and see on that one. Dressed to crash when viewing replays of F2 races after completing the F2 portion of a career. Again, that's related to career mode. Thank you, Lunacy, again for the invite. That's just a backup one, just in case. Addressed an issue where players were unable to join a private league with an access code. Again, don't know about that one. Addressed an issue where blue flags could be shown to all players if someone quit and rejoined on the formation lap. Again, I did not know that was a thing. And addressed an issue where the yellow flag message could persist after the safety car had gone on after a player had quit and rejoined a session. I'm not sure about that one. I think I've seen a few people like maybe have that glitch where it's basically, I think, if you have the... Well, it's basically, I think it's after a safety car or something. I might have seen it recently, actually, where you like have a safety car, you know, still going on, but then... Obviously, when you go back to green flag, it still shows on the top left of screen. That's a little bit of a bug there, but yeah. Anyway, that was the patch notes for the recent 1.17 update. If you haven't updated it, then I urge you to go and update this to this game if you haven't done so already. Especially if any of the Euro America guys are watching this, I'd get it updated quickly before your races. Tomorrow morning and afternoon for me, but it'll be nighttime for you guys. Anyway, so here we go. Take 2 of the qualifying session. Hopefully we don't have another glitch this time around. I think we've got a different host, so hopefully that might fix things. God, my voice is going to feel it tonight, that is for sure. Because not only am I doing Tier 3, I'm going to be also doing Tier 4. Hopefully we actually will be still on time for Tier 4 when it comes on later on at 8:30 PM. But of course, the other 2 tiers, Tier 1 and Tier 2, will be on at, hopefully, 8:30 PM, Australian Eastern Daylight Time. So that's probably an hour and 5 minutes away from now. So, obviously, Bodhot, I think, does Tier 2, and obviously, Speg, obviously, will be doing Tier 1. So, obviously, he's driving Tier 3, and he'll be doing commentary in Tier 1. So, very busy boy, is Smeg. So, we'll have another crack at this. Hopefully, we don't get any glitches, and hopefully, we don't have anyone leaving, and it screws up the lobby big time. So, we may have to do a custom grid, maybe something, I don't know. We'll find out anyway. So I have a few guys just leaving the lane now by the looks of things. Like I mentioned, I don't think we'll be getting any rain for this circuit. We could get a dust storm around here, you never know, going by what I saw at the pre-season test in real life. Yes, absolutely, we do love Smeggy. I agree with that one, KD. He's the, of course, Maggie, the current championship leader in Tier 3, so he's always been most consistent in this tier. Obviously, this is only my second race commentating this tier, so I've been looking at the results tables, and he is the Mr. Consistent. so far. So we've got the Mercedes of Mustard Gas is going to be leading us off here to do the first lap of take 2 of qualifying. So let's see if we can do a lap here at the Bahrain GP circuit here at Sakia. So into turn 1, brake about the 100 meter board. Just want to touch the inside apex there. Now turn 2 is tricky. You can take a bit more curb than what Mustard Gas took there, but that's okay. You probably don't want to take too much, otherwise you'll spin it out of there. Now into turn 4, probably about in between the 150 meter board, into where we used to go left for the other Grand Prix circuit. Now through turns 5 and 6, very tricky. If you run it out wide, it'll take too much curb through there, you'll end up spinning. But it's mainly the exit curb out of turn 7 that'll be the issue. Turn 8 is a tricky one. It's one of the slowest corners around here. Up to 6th gear into tricky turn 9 and 10. This will catch a lot of drivers out because you'll either miss your braking point and end up very wide, and you'll lose your lap time there. So down the back straight now into turn 11. Brake about the 50 meter board. Yellow's in sector 3. I think it's just everyone just finding space. Now through 11 and turn 12. You don't want to be touching that inside apex, otherwise you'll end up going for a spin. Now through turn 13. Of course, with the tracks being extended for this game, obviously you could use a lot more space compared to what it has been in the previous games. Down to about the 50 meter mark for the final couple of corners. I don't need to know why turn 15 is classified as a corner because it's basically nothing. But first lap time will be on the board now. It's a 28.068 for Mustard Gas. But that might be improved very shortly here. You can see a lot of cars very close handy. The other Mercedes of Shush FC will be coming across the line now as he's just about to set off for his lap time. So I don't know what the goes there. That might have just actually been on outlaps, were they? I don't actually know. It's the two cars here. I think it's MJ and Darkness Abyss. I think they're pretty close to each other there. Probably would have given a little bit more room there. Lajado now to the top at a 26.680. Next driver should be, hopefully, it'll be Johnny. It'll be the next one. Of course, if you haven't seen last week's stream from Australia, I highly urge you to go check it out because it certainly was entertaining all the way through the race. Of course, last week's pole sitter was Johnny, giving a spoiler alert away now. It's one of the McLarens gets out of the way, goes to top with a 25.813. So can he go back-to-back poles? Ash now into second spot with a 26.105. Who else we got next? Stig. Stig's coming to the line now. 26.6 goes third, fastest. Very nice lap from him. Skinner Matato's still doing laps here at the moment. He's obviously invalidated. Would have said a 33.5, so that's not really indicative. I think usually the mediums will come into temperature a bit on the second lap. Unless you can really get the lap, the tyres up to scratch on the first lap, then you're an absolute genius. But Mustard Gas improved to 27.553. It stays position 5. Shush now the third. Make that Darkness Abyss 4th and MJJ 5th. And these guys are still pretty close to each other. So it would have been handy with a little bit of a slipstream there from those two. Look how close this is. This MJ just gets out of the way there. So I don't think these guys are actually on a lap now. So 26.353, 26.450, and a 26.589. As there's any more, Chubasaurus Rex 39.6. Definitely not the quickest lap time around here, that is for sure, but of course it's only lap 1. Might have made a little bit of an error somewhere along the lines. I think we've got Johnny on a lap. He's just come into the pit lane. Of course, these guys have been warned a bit in the head steward's briefing just before this race that if there's any sort of corner cutting to try and get back, or try and get back to the pit lane before the end of the quali session, that's a big no-no there. So if I see anybody on that, they'll be looking very silly, that is for sure. Hopefully none of these guys do that. I think most of these guys will be coming back into the pit lane, just setting their first flying run. You definitely want to be starting on the freshest of tyres, I would think, around this circuit. I would not recommend starting on 2-lap-old softs, that is to say the least. So If you can just do one good lap, solitary lap, as the Mercedes boys just push one car in the garage while the other one waits. If you do one solitary lap on the soft compound tyres, you're in good step. Although strategy-wise, I can't actually remember off the top of my head what it is. I think it's softs to hards is possible, well, doable. I think a two-stop could be doable as well. Not entirely sure. I know in previous games, two-stop was definitely the way to go, but you never. We might see a few guys go do two stops around here, but some may try the one-stop. Especially if anybody's going to start outside the top 10 and do opposite strategy, they will definitely be trying to do the one-stop. Yellow's in sector 1, but I think that's just cars getting out of the way. I think Chuposaurus Rex, who's jumped into second spot, by the way, 25.927. So, a very nice lap time by him. See who else is on a lap here. We've got Power. Get that stuff off the television. I don't really... You guys and girls will not have seen this, but I'm not a big fan of Maths, which is Married at First Sight, so that show can pretty much get in the bin. I'm not really a big fan of that at all, so sorry to anybody who was fans of that show. But we'll carry on for that. Might get a little bit of buffering along the way as well. There's TFCF Old Boy down to the top, 25.689. And obviously, again, I will apologise if there's a few little buffering issues along the way, because I've had rain around my area the last few days. But it did affect the stream on Sunday for RS3, so might not be perfect the best of times. Hopefully I don't disconnect during this. Hopefully we can get through it unscathed, but hopefully probably the end of the rain and we can have pretty well cleanish streams for the time being. Oh, Darkness Abyss! Just saw that car, the AlphaTauri there. Going way off in between turns 12 and 13. He's out of qualifying now. We saw on board there just in the background with a Scooter Matata. So might have touched either the inside curb at turn 12 or the exit curb at turn 12. Either one of those could really throw your lap time out the window there. So he's out of qualifying, so he may drop down the top 10. Potentially, if any of these guys want to start outside the top 10. Looking at this, I think a few guys looks like they're going to be starting on softs. A few others might be going to start on the medium compound tyres. In yellows in sector 2, but I think it's just traffic just getting out of the road. It's just mustard gas, I think, just getting out of everyone's road there. The two cars in front, which would be WA Hardens. He's one who's running out of fuel, so he'll be coming into the lane. MJJ, I think, is probably doesn't realise that Hardens is actually coming into the pit lane. So, yeah, it's a little bit awkward to start a flying lap here. We'll see what he can do down here. See if he can improve from 8th position currently. A little bit sideways on the exit there. So, really very taily in that Red Bull. That might have cost him a little bit of time there coming out of turn 1. Through turn 4. He's cautiously on the power. Turn 5. He's about a 3/4 of a tenth faster than his previous best. So looking possibly to join the 25 as somebody was around there. I think that was Lajardo. I think it's just... I don't think he's crashed. I think it's just, yeah, again, just getting out of everybody's road there. So, he's not quite 2/10 up on his previous best lap time at the moment. Nice and cautiously through turn 11. Now flying up the hill to turn 12. He's well away from the apex. Well done. Goes purple in sector 2, about half a second quicker, but of course, he runs wide. That's what he can't afford to do, because that'll cost you lap time. And it has for him, unfortunately. Well, it's cost him his lap anyway, so he might have to do another lap. Or is he going to pit? He's going to pit. So mustard gas there. I think he's probably made an error somewhere along the line, or just let Lahardo go through there. Might be actually coming into the pit lane. He might have been trying to go for a run on the medium compactor tyres, but hasn't worked out. So we've still got 6 minutes left of this session to go. Only 3 drivers haven't set lap times at the moment, being Lunacy, Pump Mystique, and Smeg. So those guys looking like they're going to be starting on the medium compactor tyres. As I say, that Pump Mystique is out on the racetrack at the moment, so got a bit of fresh air to deal with around here. Might not be a bad thing to have a bit of fresh air just before most of the other guys might come out and set a flying lap time. Have to wait and see here. We'll see what he sets here. Probably won't be too bad of a thing to start outside the top 10, but yeah, this is sort of starting in the mid-pack here around this track, then, well, we have seen chaos in races previously around Bahrain, so pretty much anything is possible. So we'll have to wait and see. So goes into turn 4, does Pump Mystique. Takes a lot more out to the curb. This is an interesting camera shot, I've got to say. But who do you reckon is going to be on pole position? Can TCF Old Boy stay up at the top of the order, or can last week's pole sitter Johnny be up there for another pole position? Can Chupasaurus Rex, who needs to probably take a little bit of advantage here in the championship, because he was looking on track last week, I think, to gain some points back on the championship leader of Smeg, but of course it didn't work out in the end. I think he's now jumped into second spot, if I'm not mistaken. Well, we'll clarify that a little bit later on, actually, when we see these guys on the formation lap before the race begins. For 29 laps, I think it is, around this track. I'm not actually too sure, but Johnny starting his lap time, I believe. So let's see what his teammate can do here at the moment. Only in 16th place. Jumps to 11th at a 27.168. So that's not a bad lap time, but like I said, it might not be a bad idea to start outside on a fresh set of compounder tyres, but of course if you set yourself in the mid-pack, then you put yourself at a little bit of risk should something happen in front. So we'll have to wait and see what pans out from that. The mustard gas is on the out lap here. Who's next? The other Ferrari. I think he might be on a in lap, possibly. No, he might be pushing on here. Not a lot of ERS left up his sleeve here, so I'd probably pit, considering there's 3 minutes left to go in the session. Give yourself... There's the Renault of... was that Lunacy? Yeah, it's just pulled out of the way. Just take it nice and cautiously. Smeg just leaves the lane now. That's Power. Just not sure whether he was on a lap or not. Johnny, the 25.841 wouldn't have improved. Of course, he's invalidated. And now he's got traffic to deal with here. A bit further on up the road. Chupasaurus Rex gets out of the road there. He's actually validated both lap times here, so that might be it for Johnny, as now I think the rest of the group are starting to make their way out of the lane, since there's only 2 minutes left of the session, so want to keep enough time up their sleeves here. I apologise if there's a few buffering issues from what you guys and girls are seeing. 27.553, mustard gas here. Going to try and set his lap time on the second run here, by the looks of it. Smeg is just about to start his one and only lap, by the look of it. Who's going to be the first one, actually, to see his fuel lights on? So he'll not probably risk doing another lap here, unless he absolutely has to. Well, he's going to risk it here. So wait, going by as well. Let's have a look at Smeg here, current championship leader. Only does Smeg, so he's putting himself at risk a little bit. where he is, considering where his nearest championship rivals are as well. Who else is on a lap here? Johnny. Looks like he's going to improve here. Goes to the top of 25.526. Can anybody else put in a time here? Chubasaurus Rex, only third. 25.847, so he can't get pole position. Next, Scooter Matata. Yeah, he's definitely validated, so he'll be coming in. I think he's actually run out of fuel, so... See where WA Huddins goes here. 17th. He goes to 13th. 26.878. Who's next? Stig in position 11. Can he get himself in the top 10 and knock out his teammate? He can with into 5th at 25.973. Ash now goes to 5th at 25.893. Can TCF Old Boy? No, he can't. He's narrowly missed out on pole position. And I think we're nearly done and dusted here. I think everybody's finished, actually, so we're just waiting on a Scooter Matata just to retire. So it looks like we are done and dusted here for the qualifying session. We just wait. There we go. So once again, it is Johnny is going to be starting from position 1. Albeit he's on 3-lap old soft compounder tyres. Probably not the ideal. We probably have a fair amount of tyre wear, so he might be doing a 2-stop here. So he just narrowly gets pole position ahead of TCF Old Boy. The 7-100's clear in the end. And Chubasaurus Rex in 3rd, Artie Cheng's 4th, Ash in 5th, Stig 6th, MJJ 7th, Shush in 8th, Lahado 9th, Darkness Abyss in 10th, then all the way down to Power, Scooter Matata, WA Huddin, Smeg, Pump Mystique, T Lunacy, and Mustard Gas runs out a 17-car field this week. Hopefully everything is still going well in the stream. Currently have 14 viewers, I think, from memory. Well, I mean, one of them is me. I'll just take... where's my drink bottle? I'll just have a little quick drink while everybody sets up their strategy. So almost ready to go. So these guys are taking all the time they need, literally, to pick the right strategy here, which might win them the Bahrain Grand Prix. I'll get every tyre graphic up there, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But currently, it's Smek leading the way on 111 points, 21 points clear of a Scooter Matata in position 2. And then 3 points further behind is actually Chubasaurus Rex. So that could possibly change by the end of this weekend, excuse me. So we'll have to wait and see. Could to and fro quite a bit. Although the lead might drop down a little bit. We got Ted Lunacy in position 4 on 80 points. We got Suskuz, who's not here, in position 5, still on 61 points. And Ash, actually I'm not sure, 52 points. Then the two Alpha Tauris there on 51 and 50, with Darkness Abyss leading that way over his teammate Artie Cheng's. So those two might jump up the table here. No, he's not. We've got MJJ in 12th, TCF Old Boy 13th, Pump Mystique is reserve 14th, Lahado 15th, Johnny 16th, WA Howden 17th, Stick in 18th, Wonky in 19th is not here, BMAC in 20th, who's not here either, Shush in 21st, Power in 22nd, Semi-Pro, whose reserve is not here, 23rd, Mustard Gas, who has scored a point. Renault leading the way on 170 points, only 4 clear of racing points. So it is literally toing and froing as well between those two cars as well. No, sorry, those two teams. It might be toing and froing because there's only 1 racing point last week to 2 Renaults. So that's probably would helpful. This is Haas on 5th. 60 is Alfa Romeo on 67. Red Bull on 61 on 7th. Ferrari on 57 in 8th. McLaren with 29 points in 9th. And Mercedes finally on the board with 6 solitary points. Everybody outside the 10, barring Pump Mystique, is on the medium compounder tyres, and Pump Mystique is gone on the hard compounder tyres. So he can go long. Fingers crossed we don't have a glitch again. I can't afford another one. But no, we haven't got one. We have the 5 red lights. And away we go for the Bahrain Grand Prix. It's actually a good start there for TCF Old Boy off the line. Johnny didn't get away well. Look at Chabasaurus Rex there going straight up the middle. Johnny's had an absolute shocker into turn 1. Oh, big dive there by one of the Mercedes. There's front wing going every which way. One of the Red Bulls, I think, has lost a wing. And they may have lost another wing from one of the Ferraris. So it's all toing and froing here. Into turn 4 we go. Looking in the background a little bit. But it is TCF Old Boy that leads the way. You got a good start, Johnny. All of the pole sitter has dropped all the way back to 7th place. So not the greatest of starts for him. Of course, he's on the oldish tyres. Oh, big sideways there for Ash. He's fighting side by side there with MJJ in the Red Bull. Oh, there's contact between the two of them in the wall. That was never going to end well. And Ash is gone. He's out of this race. I think he might have just touched the barrier. A safety car has been deployed. I haven't seen this before, when you're pretty much stuck in this wall here, and if you only just move like the tiniest of little milli bits, then, you could cost yourself big time there, and obviously your tyre will fall. We'll have to wait and see who's going to, if anybody is actually going to be taking full advantage of this one. Across here, so Chabasaurus, TCF Old Boy, very nice start from here. I saw TCF Old Boy try to fake it, try to put Chabasaurus Rex in, that failed. It's typical, that still hasn't been fixed. So Stick in, Johnny in. There's a lot of stuff going on. Arctis Abyss in, Lahardo in, Shush in, Mustard Gas in. And everybody will be waiting around. So just bear in mind, obviously, this is not the proper leaderboard here at the moment. It'll fix itself in a minute. Should rectify this and it's no, not quite there. Once everybody's sort of gone through sector 2 there, we'll have clarification on that. So it's just rectifying itself now. Just a bit through sector 2. I think we're nearly there, if not. So good start for TCF Old Boy, like I mentioned. Off the second place. Hopefully the stream is still okay at the current moment. Just let me double check. Well, it's still saying it's on 720p, so anyway, it's still giving me weird messages right, left and center, so hopefully it's still okay for you guys and girls. But these top 3 did not pit. So far, at least, on the remaining soft compounder tyres. So we're still under the safety car, and we might be having a few issues here. I've actually just got word from Plebs that my stream might be jumping a little bit here. Just stand by. So none of the other soft compounder tyre runners. Hang on just one sec. I'm just messaging Matt here at the moment, being Plebs. Sorry, I'm just double checking here. Just clarifying, having a look on the stream myself from outside. So hopefully it isn't too bad. I keep getting weird messages on the YouTube, so it's good now. Plebs, thank you. So Hopefully it stays that way. That's all I'm hoping for. We get this, hopefully, a stream. I mean, I have jumped my internet speed up a little bit. I might have to jump it up a little bit more, possibly. It's not quite at fully maximum, my internet speed. And this is the best we can get out in rural areas. So safety car is in at the end of this lap. So we've still got the top 3 on the soft compounder tyres. They did not pit, so they might try and stretch out their soft compounder rubber. They might try and stretch it out maybe to a hard compound strategy. You never know, but majority of the... Hopefully there's no kerfuffles in the background. So as we get back green flag racing, where'd it got to? Into turn 1 we go. TCF Old Boy leads the way. Bubba Chubasaurus Rex and Artie Cheng's. Pup Mastiff is already on the move up the inside of Power. Where's that McLaren? Going to go round the outside. There he goes. So the Alfa Romeo gets past him. Here comes Darkness Abyss. He'll get past the McLaren as well. Well, these guys, I think, are on much... Yeah, they're on much fresher mediums compared to the other McLaren there, who's obviously started on the medium competitor tyres. So these guys will be on fresh rubber. Shush trying to get past Power now. Darkness Abyss trying to get... So he gets the move done. Contact with Scooter Matata, and Smeg, I think, got caught up in all of that. He's got front wing damage. And the second time around. Up into 5th place he goes, does the Renault driver. This goes for a move. He makes contact. That could have ended badly. That was a great shot that the helicopter cam got. I don't even... 2 things at once here. Apologise. TCF Old Boy leading the way. I'm really running out of ideas, aren't I, for this? For the Chubasaurus Rex now in. So he'll be up the inside of Johnny. Tries it. He's on the hard compounder tyres. That's the wrong camera I had there. Make a move quickly, hopefully, on ex-mustard gas here for 12th. So it's still TCF Old Boy, 3.7 seconds clear now of Artie Cheng's in second spot. Yeah, hopefully this stream is still going okay. Hoping playing a factor is Shush gets by WA Huddens. Shush can get after Schooner Matata. There. Yeah, I think I'm really lagging here, so again, I can only sincerely apologise for this, guys. Everything's not going right for my internet at the moment, so... You know what, I might stop the